So here's my new rig. So what we got here is an old 90s GT Terra. I got it on Facebook Marketplace for 80 bucks, and it's got all sorts of character. We got the front wheel on backwards, and the rear tire actually looks original, and is just as straight as an arrow. There's sort of a pronghorn antelope situation going on with the handlebars, and the chain has definitely seen better days. But it's not all bad news though. It's always nice to see a gel seat. Well, obviously I got a lot of work to do here, so let's start taking this thing apart. Well, there's not much left over. I think that's enough for one day. So I just took off these crank arms, and I noticed that there's some really nice lime green grease in there, which is telling me that maybe this bottom bracket was just serviced. I don't know. And either way, it actually spins really nice, and it's quite sturdy, even more sturdy than the bike I just took across the country. So I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to mess with it because I'm not a professional, and a professional probably did that. But we're going to give this thing a bath, and then we'll start putting it back together, I guess. What I'm seeing now is a lot of surface rust. I don't think of like any of it's actually going through the frame, but like down here is pretty rusty, and like along here. So I grabbed some paint. It's no way a match to this blue, but I'm hoping it looks better than bare metal. We'll see. Time to call it a day. So these old bars, they went down and the brake cable came out right here, which would be like right here. These brakes won't work properly now if there's not this like center pivot. So if you put any tension, that wire's just gonna pull this way. So I have to find some way to fasten it up here. See what we can come up with. Okay, here's the fourth prototype of the cable hanger. We've got two brackets there. It seems to work. There's not a ton of room there, which I don't like, but it's the best I've come up with so far. So I mean, we're building an adventure rig here. So what we got for tires, Vittoria Mezcals 26 by 2.1. Nice chunk of tread on there, but not too much. So we can still tackle the road, but you know, we should be able to get pretty near everywhere on these tires. This seems so crazy. I'm used to those small road bike tires. Well, there we go. These look awesome. If anyone's interested, it was between these Mezcals and the Schwably Marathons during the end of my research. And I went with these just because it's a little bit more fun, you know. Marathons are great if you're just doing miles on the road. And they could probably even handle gravel, but the Mezcal, like I feel like this is just kind of more adventure-y. And if you're going by a swamp and you want to take a ride through, why not? Since these are tubeless, I guess, I have to put sealant in them. I was just watching a couple of videos because I've never done this before, but you know, that's how I like to roll. Just dive right into something. So 2 to 4 ounces. Valve core. Well, that's the basic idea. Lots of little tweaks I can still do. I'll put the racks on this and water bottle holders and all the bags eventually here, but this should get me down the road, which, you know, that's a start. Any little suggestions or anything, just let me know. There's probably some stuff I didn't even think of. Of course, there's some stuff I could have done better. It's far from perfect, pretty far, but yeah, pretty happy with it. So let's go for a ride here, and then I think we'll call it there. Thanks for watching.